spectators to adhere to the principles of good sportsmanship before, during, and after contest. Today's game is considered an extension of the classroom with lessons learned on the field and as important as those taught from the textbook. One of the most important lessons is the ability to demonstrate good sportsmanship, which is a skill that will serve everyone well in the game of life. Acting respectfully and sportsmanship towards the coaches, players, and officials properly will reflect each of the school's commitment to excellence and support their strong traditions. Let us all conduct ourselves in this manner today. Thank you. Tonight's game is officiated by the West Coast Officials Association. Tonight's referee is Randy Dickerson. Umpire Tony Ruffin. Head linesman Bob Ward. Line judge Christopher Newsom. Back judge Eric Newman. And our clock operator tonight, Trace Williams.
after homicide taking this out.
Yeah, right.
Are you leaving that station there? Or you have somebody running?
I got somebody running. They're just running a little late, so I'll probably have to jump on it until they get here.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's color guard is our very own JROTC cadets, led by Cadet Commander Sergeant Major Carlos Montano.
Oh, you made it just in time. That's all right. Hey, no worries. I had you, dude. How you doing? Something like that. Yeah. How are you? Your job's easy, dude. Just get on the camera, bro. Yeah. All right, so this tripod here is basically it's got a counter weight thing.
Yeah.
But this is how you can stop from bouncing around. And this is side to side. You can fix the fluid or whatever. And then you got zoom.
It's a nice tripod.
Yeah, then you got your zoom and
Right.
all up there. And she's already live, so we're just kind of.
Is the audio?
This is.
Alonso High School, Danny Carter along with Eddie Mulock. And Gene Brown is down on the field. We'll be having the coin toss here shortly. Gene, I know you got your ears on somewhere down there. You saw some of the players in warm-ups and stuff. Tell us a little bit of how things were going with that.
Looked pretty crisp. I mean, obviously our quarterback with Keyon has been in there another week now, had some more practice, even though, it's a short week. Still getting some continuity. I like the way he's throwing the ball, and I like the way receivers were running it. And as we talked on the way up here, guys, you really look at it, we're not just a quarterback. We've got a great running back in Booker. We've got some great receivers. A couple other kids that stepped up. Offensive line played better last week. And this defense, I think, can be a pretty special defense if we would really start to let them have a little bit of breaks at times. The offense at the beginning wasn't giving them any. And then, I'll take last week where they get one play off from a touchdown, but you'd like those big 7, 8, 9, 10-yard, 10-play drives, and that way it works out where the defense does get a little rest. The best defense is a good offense because they are rested.
Oh, yeah, keep them out sitting for a while. They can get a little bit of wind back under them, and tonight, the way things look, they're going to need to hydrate a little bit as well. I was watching Keyon throw, though, over there in the warm-ups. He was throwing the ball pretty crisp.
Yeah, I like the way he throws the ball. I mean, when you look at it and give him, 4, 5, 6 weeks, you never know. But with the practice and just the timing of things, and, we talk about it, it's one game. He's a special athlete, but we need to protect him. It's going to be very important because, even though he made some big breaks last week, we need everybody around him to become better each play, each game, and each week.
Well, last week, he rolled out a couple times. He missed Pollock in the back of the end zone. He missed Wes Coleman up there in front of the goal line going for a first down shot that I think, as you and I discussed, he still was probably going to come up a little short of it. But the fact of the matter is he was close. It is hit 1 or 2, maybe 3 of those passes tonight on the rollout, and you start to see I thought was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, he just flips it up over the top of everybody, and off they went. And we talk all this stuff with Keyon Fordham, but, the one thing you got to keep in mind, we got to block extremely well up front, give him a little bit of a seam, but Josh Brooker is really our workhorse.
Yeah, and when you look at that screen pass, Josh caught on his fingertips. It was right in front of me, and it was pretty because they set it up well. The defensive line are going. Keyon got the timing of it, and Josh got it, and Josh got hit right away, but he is so strong to keep his balance and keep going. It was exciting to see because I've been watching this now 29 years on this, radio, doing things in different perspective, but that was a pretty play. And if you could set that up where you get Josh to steam, nobody's going to stop him. And the biggest thing, you get a Pollock excited, you get those other guys excited, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And still don't see the captains out, so we'll take our final break. We come back, we'll have the coin toss and the opening kickoff. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Tonight's captains for the Ravens are number 7, Michael Alonso, and number 8, G.L. Felix.
Here at Alonso High School, Danny Carter, Eddie Mulock, Gene Brown, and Gene is down on the field as we get ready for the coin toss. Gene, take it away.
All right, Danny, we're going in. The captains are shaking hands.
Gentlemen, let me just, captains, you guys are here to help us out, all right? We have already spoken to your coach about that, and we're going to ask you to help us out, because when you come out, we're going to say, hey, pull them down. If you started out like that, we'll let you finish the series, all right? Because we're going to protect those knees. You guys already know that, right? Fantastic. All right, gentlemen. It's been a long time since we played some football, so I'm going to get right to it. All about good sportsmanship. Your team talks to your team talks to your team. You're the home team, you're the visiting team. This pretty lady right there is heads. On the other side is tails. And you were going to call it heads or tails?
Tails.
What did he say?
Tails.
He did. Gentlemen, if I drop it, we'll do it again, but I would never, ever drop a pretty lady. Would you? Oh, no, don't ever drop pretty lady. Let her drop you, but don't drop pretty lady. What did you want?
Tails.
What did he say?
Tails.
He did, and it is tails. You won the toss. What do you want to do, sir? He's going to defer his choices to the second half.
So as you heard, we won the toss. We're going to defer to the second half, so we'll be starting out on our strength right now is our defense. So that'll be an exciting start.
I don't know that I agree with that one so much. The way we've played so well on offense with Keyon there, I'd like to see us get off to a roaring start on the offensive side, but the coach is a defensive-minded coach. We'll go defense first. So the Hurricanes and the Ravens getting ready to come out of both ends of the end zone. And with that said, we'll bring in the voice of the Hurricanes a little early tonight, Dave Bristow.
Thanks a lot, Danny Carter. Yeah, we've got a 7 o'clock kickoff for tonight's game. Next week, we'll be right back on track, and we'll be in the friendly confines of Joe Cadan Field at Hawkins Stadium. But tonight, first things first, it's the Alonso Ravens. Yeah, they're the Ravens, a la the NFL team. Hopefully they won't be quite as good as the NFL team. However, boy, that NFL team took it on the chin, didn't they?
Yes, it did.
Jaguars?
That was because Ray Lewis ain't there.
Yeah. But as the Hurricanes come out of the end zone to our left, Manatee is dressed in gray uniforms tonight with red numbers and white helmets. We are bringing back the white helmets for the second consecutive week. For so long, we kind of stayed away from them, had some bad luck early on, but last week it was looking good.
Took 2 on the chin and the white, and we turn around, so we should ship those things right back.
Okay, closing comments from Eddie before we start tonight's game.
I say continue the streak with the white helmets. I think they're going to be focused on Fordham tonight, so we got to do some variations, things, throw the ball a little bit more.
In the booth tonight, as the Hurricanes try to go 2-0 on the young season, 2-0 in district play, of course. Try to improve to 2-1 overall. The Canes lost to Palmetto, which seems like years ago, in the game that was interrupted by rain, continued on a Saturday. Then we were off a couple weeks for the Hurricane, and now some normalcy returning, except for the fact we're playing on Thursday night.
Yeah, I still haven't quite got used to this Thursday thing.
As the Hurricanes deferred, we will be kicking off. Axel Lafro on the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Basil's has been serving delicious, healthy food for 30 years. Visit Basil's at all their locations, including 5917 Manatee Avenue West. I was just in there the other day.
Were you? What do you have?
Delicious. I always go with the dinner special, 3-piece with usually the broccoli and baked beans.
Not a bad combo.
Every now and then I'll go for the combo with chicken and ribs, and boy, they got great ribs. All right, Lafro has it teed up. Again, very difficult to tell where the ball is. We know it's on the 40 right now, though, as he'll be kicking left or right. The left-footed kicker kicks it high into the air. It is taken at the 15 to the 20, to the 25, and across the 25 to about the 27-yard line goes the ball carrier. And Frank Waiters in on the stop for special teams for the Hurricanes. All right, the Manatee defense led by the front line, Justin Lattimore, Chauncey Green, Donovan Osborne, Kashawn Madry. The linebackers, Justin Porter, Ethan Walls, Brandon Dawsey. Sir Williams and Cedric Waters, the corners. Mike Collins and Josh Betts, the safeties. Harold Cook, the quarterback. They had their regular quarterback hurt last week, and it appears he's out for the year. So Cook, a sophomore, 6'1", 170, takes control of the team. And we've got an early timeout. You don't see that often. Timeout on the first play from scrimmage. So with 11:52 to go in the first quarter, we're scoreless. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helena and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
Well, first down, sorry. They called the timeout before they ran the first play. It is first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line. The Ravens driving right to left. Cook out of the shotgun, sends a receiver in motion. Little jet sweep to the right side. Good blocking as he turns the corner for a couple of yards. Probably could have kept going to the outside, decided to cut it in and ran into Josh Betts. Short gain on the play, 2 yards, maybe 3. We'll call it second down. We'll give him 3, 2nd and 7. Hurry up offense with Cook sending 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cook takes the snap, looks, throws, and hits his receiver. Short of the first down, though. Only picked up a couple of yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 5. Again, the Ravens lost their quarterback last week in the game against Riverview, a game they lost big. Hurry up offense. Quarterback wants to throw, fires it over the middle. It's knocked down. Nice defense by the Hurricanes, as that was Sir Williams in on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down. And they like to throw the ball. They have thrown the ball well over half the time this year. About 56% of the time they're throwing the ball. Now they bring their punter in. And not on our roster, of course. He stands back at about the 18-yard line. Javarius Pollock back deep for the Canes. Good snap. Here comes Manatee. Punter gets it off. Decent kick. Pollock will have a chance to return from the 35-yard line to the 40. Javarius to the 45, to the 50, to the 45. He's run out of bounds on the far side of the field. Excellent return by Javarius Pollock, and the Canes are in business with great field position early on. They'll say Pollock went out at the, we said 45, and we are off by a half a yard. We'll spot at the 46 of Alonso. Manatee driving left to right will set the offense after this first play. We will tell you Keyon Fordham, the junior, starts his second game at quarterback for the Canes. Fordham will run the option, pitches back to the running back, and that is Napoleon Harris. Napoleon Harris getting the start tonight at running back, as Harris picked up a couple of yards. Josh Booker was bothered by a bad neck this week in practice. Didn't get a lot of practice in, so Harris gets the start. 2nd down and 8. Keyon wants to throw. He flips it out. It's complete, close to a first down, but brought down just shy at the 39-yard line. Pollock was stopped after he caught the ball, and that was a good tackle because you know how dangerous Javarius is. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down. It's spotted just across the 40. We'll call it the 39-yard line. Canes need 3 to get the first down, but it appears they're in 4-down territory. Pollock he's the receiver to the right. Keyon is running the ball. He has the first down and more. Fordham is knocked out of bounds on the far side. So dangerous is Keyon Fordham. A 10-yard pickup for the first down. Let's set the offense now. Fordham, the quarterback. Napoleon Harris gets the start in the backfield. Javarius Pollock, Wes Coleman, and Michael Oliver, the receivers, along with Iron Jackson from left to right on the line. Carter Sysak, Josh Muldoon, Omerlar, Lagarde, Charles Armstrong, and Jeremiah Bartholow. First down and 10 for the Canes. Out of the gun is the junior quarterback, Keyon Fordham. We got a flag on the play. Could be movement against the Canes. So far, Josh Booker not seeing action. Again, he's had a bad neck this week in practice. And also, the starting center, Dylan Spagnola, is not playing tonight. A head injury for Dylan. So Lagarde moves over to center, and Charles Armstrong, the freshman, gets the start at guard. Line of scrimmage for the Canes is the 35 of the Ravens. First down and 15. That was a loopy-looking snap. Looks like Manatee may have jumped again. Illegal procedure. So, again, just the difference in the offensive line, and we've seen some movement early on by the Canes, costing them 10 yards there.
2 plays in a row.
So now it'll be first down and 20. The ball spotted at the 40-yard line. The Canes driving left to right. We're scoreless with 9:38 to go in the first period. Keyon Fordham, the quarterback, 2 receivers to either side. Fordham will run the football, and Keyon is stopped close to the 35-yard line. We'll call it the 36. That's a 5-yard pickup. Fordham, so dangerous with his hands on the ball. 4 touchdowns on the ground last week, 1 through the air. He had about 360 yards rushing and throwing. A phenomenal game. They'll spot it at the 35, so it's 2nd and 15. Again, Napoleon Harris getting the start in the backfield tonight. Harris, a sophomore. Keyon wants to throw. He will throw a long, deep ball. It is caught on the far side, close to a first down. He's brought down and a flag on the play. That could be a face mask, and that would give the Canes the first down. Javarius Pollock caught the football. That was a well-thrown ball, 12-yard pickup, and he threw that thing, Danny, a long way.
And the thing about it, too, the ball floated back to him on the snap. It's not as crisp as when Dylan is in there getting it back to him real quick. That ball floated. You kind of almost had to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, Lagarde is a junior, 6'2", 250. Doesn't have the experience snapping like Spagnola. And it is a first down on the personal foul, and that ball brought all the way down. Where are we at? Just inside the 10?
Just outside the 10. We're about to 13,
is it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll call
12.
it the 12-yard line. Keyon is under center. Harris gets it on a sweep to the right, cuts to the 5, looking for the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown. A touchdown. Run by Harris, and Manatee leads 6-0.
That was a great play. Nice little pitch right. It just kind of almost like a student body right. Just pitch it out there. He strung it out to the outside pretty good, and then he had one little seam, cut it back in, and just beat feet to the end zone and outrace the defender.
Napoleon Harris. Well, that's a name we haven't talked about much this year. Through 7-0, the Canes lead with 8:27 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Pennsy Plumbing, Pools, and Air has proudly been serving Manatee and Sarasota counties since 1985. Our customer-first approach to the industry allows us to cover a wider range of services to fit your exact needs. From plugged-up sinks and broken gas pipes to leaky pools, we are your trusted full-service provider. LaPensie Plumbing, Pools, and Air, a reputation built on trust.
Back here to Alonso High School, the Hurricanes just scored on a 6-play, 46-yard drive, capped off by a 12-yard Napoleon Harris touchdown run, point after good. Canes lead 7-0.
All right, all our scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, you need to visit Buccaneer Pond. Our kickoff presented by Basil's Chicken and Ribs. LaFro gets his left foot into it. Again, a very, very high kick. It's taken at the 15 to the 20. Great tackle at the 20-yard line by the Hurricanes. And that was Joseph Liu in there, a junior linebacker. Great play on special teams. So we have a drive start at the 22-yard line for the Alonso Ravens, trailing 7-0. Cook, the quarterback, send two receivers to the right, one to the left. Now they run a player in late as they only had 10 on offense. He'll line up as a receiver. So now they have trips to the right, man in motion right to left. That man gets the call, and he is stopped for no gain. Great tackle by the Hurricanes. That was...
Trying to find him on our 15. That's where you got to look for. He's on it, not on the chart there.
Yep, that was Malcolm Claremont, Malik's brother. Second down and 10. Cook wants to throw. He fires it. It is complete. Not a very long gain, though, as that's about a 3-yarder. Sir is there for the stop. Sir, just call me Sir Williams. Had a nice game last week. This secondary, we've bragged about him. Sir Williams, Mike Collins, Cedric Waters, the Claremonts. Sounds like a rhythm and blues group. Third down and 7. See if the Canes can put some pressure on Cook. Low snap, he picks it up. Pump fake. He's throwing to a wide open receiver, and I believe he was out of bounds.
He was way out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. What is this?
He caught it out of bounds.
Are you kidding me? They're going to spot that good?
He caught that way out of bounds.
Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable, unless I'm seeing things. Was I saying things?
It was close. I couldn't see it because the guys were
I was looking right at it. When he caught the ball, he had moved further out of bounds.
Well, what the official, he was looking at the other line. There's double lines going down there, and that's the line he was looking at. And he was in between those two lines.
I couldn't tell it from here. He had good coverage on it until Sir rolled his ankle. When he rolled his ankle, it was off. He had no chance.
Well, we got to see the film on that. Wow. But nevertheless, that's the call on the field.
That's what counts.
40-yard pickup on that. He just pump faked and threw it down the line. If Sir doesn't roll his ankle, he's right there with him. He was running stripe.
Well, I know the receiver at least was out of bounds at one point, and you can't come back inbounds. But in high school, yeah, you can do just about anything. We'll keep it here as we've got a water break on the field. Gene, yeah, obviously you probably weren't able to see that.
No, but it looked like our defensive back stopped because the guy was out of bounns.
He rolled his ankle. That's when he went down.
When he went down, yeah, but it looked like he was out of bounds. Even from across the
it
field.
very much looked like that. But good play by Alonso. They have the ball now in Manatee territory, 1st and 10 at the Hurricane 40. Cook will give off up the middle, running play, and that's good yardage to the 30, to the 20, all the way down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. An outstanding run. Betts finally with the stop. Lorenzo, though, with an outstanding run. And the throw down for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. A touchdown for the Ravens to make it 7-6. Well, that's a quick strike offense there, and that's their first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, just a little bit of a breakdown right there defensively, and on the run, they had a guy coming in motion, looked like it was going to be a jet sweep. They faked the handoff to him. It was just more of a crossbuck is what it turned into. And he came back inside, plenty of running room before Josh Betts brought him down.
All right. The extra point now to try and tie the game. Odd formation they have out here. As Alonso will go for 2. They fire it out. It is complete but short of the first down. So we're at 7-6. And when you have a chance to tie the game, against when you're an underdog big time, I know you want to take some chances, but that kind of deflates what just happened. So the Hurricanes stopped the 2-point conversion. And it is now 7-6. Manatee with 6:38 to go in the first quarter. The coach for Alonso is Reggie Kroom. He is the former coach at Palm Harbor, we believe.
I don't remember where
I think he was at Palm Harbor.
I believe you're right. I think we confirmed that with somebody. Yeah. I think we confirmed it with Coach last week, too, or yesterday when we were talking with him. Here's a big question mark for you. Who takes the spot of Sir Williams on the kicks? Because most of the kicks have gone to him. Last game, almost every one of them, they were kicking short. He took them all. So
I so much want to see that pass play, that long pass play. I'll be looking forward to catching that on Huddle to see if maybe I was just seeing things. It was a very odd play because Sir pulled up Gimpy, and it looked like the receiver was out of bounds by a step or two. And everybody kind of looked around at everybody, and there was no signal. And that really was the big play in that drive. So with 6:38 to go in the first quarter, Alonso gets on the board. Manatee up 7-6 after Alonso went for 2, and it was unsuccessful. Austin Waters, the sophomore kicker, has it teed up. He is also a left-footed kicker. And we've got a flag on the play. Called by the referee who was standing back at the goal line.
I don't know what that was. Find out. Delay a game, maybe?
So nobody saw it.
Nah, I don't know what it was.
Up near where the kick was, but that eagle eye official spotted it.
Yeah.
So good job.
he said illegal formation on the kickoff. There was more than, you can only have 5 guys on either side of the center line, so there must have been more on one side than the other.
Good officiating.
They're set up the same way again.
They said the same thing, so.
Yeah. What do we have out there in the middle, Danny?
That one I know. Gene, who's a deep guy there for us?
That is Keyon Fordham.
Fordham packed deep. That's who I thought it was, but I was hesitant to say it because we haven't seen Keyon a lot back there. We've seen him some, but boy, I love it. Get his hands on the ball as much as possible.
Got Cedric Waters on this side and Iron Jackson on the far side.
Jackson, the fabulous freshman, and it's going to be Waters taking it from the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35 to the 40 to the 50-yard line. Fine return by Cedric Waters, one of the veteran defensive backs for the Hurricanes. 35-yard kick return, and boy, Manatee's in business. First down and 10 at midfield, driving left to right with a 7-6 lead. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in thinking we'll be kicking off shortly, well, we had a 7 o'clock kickoff tonight. Josh Booker is checked in. Good to see Josh in the game. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Receiver goes in motion. Keyon keeps it to the left. Keyon gets to the outside of the 45. Keyon to the 40. Keyon to the 35. The 30. There goes Keyon. He has finally run out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 24-yard line. Check that, inside the 20-yard line. Inside the 20.
About the 15, Dave. Where do you want to stick it? 35-yard run right there.
Again, this field is not marked tonight. No numbers. So very difficult to pick it up. But Fordham, not difficult to pick up a terrific run like that. And it's first down and 10 for the Canes from the 16-yard line of Alonso. Fordham rolling to his right, looking, and man, he is really smacked. He is smacked back at the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Wait and see where they put it down. Maybe closer to the 24. Wow. Big loss on the play of 5 yards, maybe 6. We'll call it 2nd and 16.
Oh, the 22, Dave.
Fordham took a lick.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that very often. All right, Fordham on 2nd down and long. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Keyon takes the snap, setting up a little screen, but it's incomplete. Wanted Booker on a little screen. That's the same play we scored on last week.
He got back behind him. It just he just missed contact, connecting with him right there.
Now it's 3rd down and 16. Line of scrimmage the 22. Kind of out of field goal range here. Could be in 4-down territory. Just depends how much you pick up here. Fordham out of the gun, takes the snap. Quick little out to Coleman. Coleman with a nice pickup across the 15 down close to the 10-yard line as Wes Coleman. He'll be short of the first down, but not by a lot. 11-yard gain. He'll be about 5 yards short of the first down. Will Manatee roll the dice and go for it here?
Why not?
We're going to say 4th and 6. 4th and 6. Line of scrimmage the 11. Canes break the huddle with 2 receivers. Make that 3 to the left timeout on the field. With 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Kind of a slow-moving first quarter, to be honest with you. We'll keep it here. One of our sponsors for Hurricane Football and bringing you all the best plays of the night, Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7. All of our game statistics tonight brought to you by our good friends at CSNL CPAs, numbers you can count on. CSL provides accounting, taxation, auditing, consulting services. Go to CSLCPA.com for details. American Car Care, one of our big sponsors, Zach and the gang. They'll take care of all of your detail and car wash needs, that's American Car Care. And, of course, we're at Hurricane Hotline each and every Wednesday night. Great show last night, by the way, if you missed it. 4th down and 6. Fordham is under center. Booker is the lone setback. And Keyon rolling to his left. He will loft it into the end zone. Incomplete, and he could have easily run for the first down. And he threw it. Boy, there's a time when he had the corner, Gene.
Yeah, and I think what he was looking at, I mean, he could have walked into the end zone easily with his speed, obviously, but he was trying to still do what the read is, to pass the ball. And I mean, Pollock was open if he threw a good pass, but he's rolling to his left, and coaches right away said he should have ran, but that's a learning experience there.
So, Alonso with a big hold on defense. They take over at their own 11-yard line. Harold Cook, the sophomore quarterback, out of the gun, sends a receiver in motion left to right. Cook being pressured, setting up a little screen. It's complete and run out of bounds on the far side for a short gain. Good pursuit by the Manatee defense. Again, very difficult to pick up numbers here. We apologize for that.
Picked up a few more than I thought he got there, dude.
Yeah, Colston ran the ball out of bounds on the far side, picked up 3, maybe 3.5 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Cook out of the gun, receiver in motion, and Cook will give off to the running back right up the middle for no gain, possibly a loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and long. We'll say 3rd and 7. That was Jonathan Lorenzo, the running back. Hurry up offense. Cook rolling to the near side. Throws it out on a little button hook, and it is almost picked. Terrific defense by Cedric Waters. Man, Waters was right there. And Waters almost picked it.
Yeah, the receiver kind of drove him off the line. He was stuck with him stride for stride. As soon as he put the brakes on to come back, Cedric read it, came underneath him, and actually broke it up. If he plays behind him, it's a completed pass. Great job.
Punter stands back close to the end zone. Javarius Pollock near midfield for the Canes, who should get great field position. Barely across the 20-yard line before it hit out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at about the 26. Wow, that was great pressure put on by the Canes. Only a 12-yard punt, and with 3:37 to go in the first quarter, Manatee leads 7-6. They're going to put it down at the 25. That's where the Canes will drive start. Fordham is under center. Keyon takes the snap and will give off to Booker. Booker running tough to the 20. Booker dragging tacklers close to the 15-yard line. That's the Josh Booker we know.
Very close to a first down right there.
He did fumble the ball. It's their ball.
Oh, the ball came out at the end, and Alonso got it. Wow. Well, he was fighting for yardage. We thought he was down, but no signal. And Alonso ripped it away in the pile. That's a good play by the Ravens. I know Manatee's sitting there.
Booker still had the ball in his arms when they got off the pile.
So what's the call?
So they gave it over.
He did. He already pointed toward it. It was Alonso first down.
So explain to us, Gene, what happened there?
Well, it looked like the ball did come loose, but Booker got the ball. Oh, he's saying our ball.
Okay.
He's saying our ball. Yeah. The guy in the middle tried to turn it over. He didn't even find the location.
He didn't know who had the ball.
And Booker had the ball.
Well, Booker was the ball carrier. So, well, you know, we've had some odd calls already tonight.
Saying up here there was an inadvertent whistle. So it went off before the ball actually came loose.
Yeah, but if Booker had the ball, what's it matter?
Booker still had the ball.
Right.
All right, Canes should have the football, but
have it. Yeah, second and 1.
Let's wait and see. I've always thought, when in doubt, just flip a coin. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like baseball. If it's
Yeah.
up close, safe or
Yeah.
out, call it and let's roll.
That's what we do in our noon hoops game. Well, the thing is, Josh Booker ended up with a football. So
I don't know what they're saying. I think they're going to. It's 1st and 10. They're just going to play the play over again.
The official up here says that on an inadvertent whistle, they did give the ball to the Ravens. So on an inadvertent whistle, you can replay the down, and that's what we're doing. So they're saying that Alonso did get the ball, but it was an inadvertent whistle. You're saying, Gene, that Booker came up with the ball.
Booker had the ball.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Nah, it doesn't, but whatever. We'll just do it over. And Booker will get it to the left side. Booker to the 20. Booker, this time it's more, to the 10, to the 5. Booker fighting for the end zone. And Josh Booker is in for a touchdown. Waiting for the late signal. A 25-yard touchdown by Josh Booker. And, well, the do-over worked out. Canes lead 13-6 on a terrific run by Josh Booker. He got around that left side and would not be denied. LaFro on for the extra point. So with 3:14 to go in an odd first quarter, Manatee trying to make it 14-6. Snap good. Hold good. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-6 Canes. Any word on Sir, Gene?
Yes, it's some sort of foot injury. I don't think it's an ankle, though, what they said. It's something on the bottom of his foot.
Okay.
So they got his shoe off, and I don't know that he'll return to this game, but it'll just be a matter of seeing, what the deal is long haul.
Yeah, there's a player that Manatee cannot afford to lose, even though we are deep at corner.
We'll go with turf toe. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to tally up right there on the drive. One play is all it took. 25-yard run by Josh Booker. Point after good. 14-6 Hurricanes.
All of our scoring recaps brought to you by our good friend Brad Meek and Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pond. Axel LaFro on the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. 14-6, Canes lead, 3:14 to go in the first quarter. A long first quarter. LaFro gets his left foot into it. That's a nice kick. Drives the kick returner back to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Great coverage by the Hurricanes at the 15-yard line. Wow, what a hit by Waiters. And our kick coverage tonight, Danny, has been very good.
They're getting down there real quick. He's hanging the ball up.
Yes,
nice
he
high.
is.
He's getting it up there. It's going to come down anywhere between the 15 to the 5-yard line each time. And he gets it up high enough, and we got enough speed on that kicking unit. They get down there quick.
That was a real high kick.
Hey, guys, quick little point of interest here. Remember last year, 2 years ago, it happened to us? They tackle him at the 17, but they put it back at the 15 to start it on an even line. They did that here. He was up just about the 15, and they brought it back.
They'll drive start from the 15. Little misdirection handoff for a big gain up the middle for a first down to the 26-yard line. That's 11, 12-yard pickup. And, well, that's just too big of a gap in there. Lorenzo took advantage of it, took it right up the gut. So it is first down and 10. Quarterback fires it out. It's incomplete. Boy, nice hit after the throw by Cedric Waters. That ball was delivered, but I think the receiver probably heard Cedric coming. And it's an incomplete pass, second down and 10 with 2:46 to go in the first quarter. First quarter that seems like has gone on forever.
It's been a long one.
Harold Cook out of the gun. Cook, sophomore quarterback, took over last week after the starter was hurt. Cook sends a man in motion. And it's a high snap over Cook's head. The ball is loose. Canes diving on it. We pick it up. We're in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Canes. What a play by Manatee. as it was a fumble, and the Hurricanes pick it up and scamper in for a touchdown, and it's Eric Washington. Washington picked it up and ran it in.
That ball just snapped right over his head. He tried to jump on when he did. We had a defender right there hit him at the same time. The ball popped loose. Verify that. I thought it was 23, but them numbers are hard to read.
Yeah, and he's listed
23. It was.
Yeah, and Washington listed as a running back and getting some playing time tonight. Allegedly at DB. We need to find out for sure if it is Washington, because sometimes they switch numbers and don't let us know. And LaFro on the extra point, and it is good. 21-6. Yeah, we want to credit the right young man, and Manatee's had a couple of injuries tonight, so we've seen some players coming in that, quite frankly, on our depth chart here.
You know, some of the numbers have changed. We've already had one in Malik Claremont. He's wearing 15 tonight, and we've got 6 on the chart with him sometimes, so things change around.
Well, Malcolm Claremont. Claremont, they're brothers. Yep. Malcolm is 15.
15, there you go.
The Claremont brothers.
We got them all over.
It is Eric Washington.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Gene. That's why you're down there, Gene. Provide valuable insight.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's nice, 21-6, because Alonso was hanging around, and all of a sudden the Manatee defense comes up big. That was a great play by Washington, by the way.
Great defensive play, and that'll be our American Car Care defensive play. Eric Washington picking it up and running it in for the touchdown to put the Canes up 21-6 after the point after.
American Car Care hit it this weekend. Basil's chicken and ribs kickoff. LaFro with another high kick taken at the 11 to the 15, but Manatee is there. Breaks a tackle to the 20, though, across the 25 to the 30, and brought down at about the 35-yard line. Well, that's a play Cedric Waters makes, Danny, but we should have had the kick returner back at about the 16.
Yeah, we missed him. Yeah, we had 2 guys right there, just kind of more or less just bad angles. You know, give the kid credit for getting by him, but angles were bad.
So the ball sat down at the 35-yard line. Manatee with a 21-6 lead. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. The Ravens driving right to left. Well, a few more fans have sprinkled in on the far side. Again, the band not here tonight, so that's a little odd. Taking the night off on a Thursday evening. Harold Cook, the quarterback, takes the snap. He wants to throw, and it is broken up perfectly on the near sideline. Nice play by the Canes. Again, it's Cedric Waters.
He's having an outstanding night, Dave.
Yeah, and they keep going his way, Danny.
I mean, his first quarter, he's played outstanding.
You know, Waters has good size, 5'11", 150. Quarterback looking, wants to throw deep, and it is incomplete. But who's right there? Cedric Waters.
We got a flag, and that's going to be. He made the cut and turn, and Waters made contact with him well past the 5-yard mark, 10 yards. He made that turn.
Just as we were talking Cedric.
Yeah.
That's a little pump and go. That's Gene Gallo's favorite play.
Well, you've got an aggressive DB who's coming up. They got him to bite that time. And
you know, the defensive line needs to put a little bit more pressure on the quarterback, because a play like that takes a long time to develop. The quarterback made the play, though. He sprinted out.
You got to mark it off from the original line. He's going up 5 yards in front. That'd be fine if they put it there. That's 15. He already counted 5 out. He's in the right spot.
So that'll put the ball squarely on the 50-yard line. Alonso driving right to left, trailing 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Canes 21-7. And this quarterback looks pretty good. Harold Cook, just a sophomore.
Now they're going to bring it back to 5. There we go.
You were right, see, Danny?
Yeah.
Don't ever question yourself.
Sorry.
So the ball back into Alonso territory at the Raven 45. Let's see if the Canes can put some pressure on Cook, who takes the snap. It's a jet sweep, but Manatee is all over it. Loss on the play, back to the 42-yard line. Wow, this Hurricane defense just swarming. That was Hakeem Harris. Harris, outside linebacker. a junior, 5'10", 190. That's a 2-yard loss. They spotted at the about the 42.5. We'll call it 43-yard line of Alonso. 2nd down and 12. Cook in the shotgun takes the snap, and he will pitch back at the last moment, and the ball carrier's dropped for another loss. This back to the 40-yard line. Wait and see who was in there for Manatee.
Not sure who that was that made it. It was broken up. Great. Defensively, it was read extremely well.
Gene, did you pick up somebody there?
Yeah, I couldn't see the number, but he almost intercepted the,
yeah, he did.
the pitch.
3rd down and 15 now. Cook out of the gun. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Let's see if Manatee can put pressure on the sophomore. He takes the snap, drops back, wants to throw over the middle, almost picked off at the 45-yard line by Malcolm Claremont. Wow, Claremont came knifing in there at the last second and knocked it down. If he picks it, he's off to the races.
Boy, the DBs and safeties are playing up to what they've been billed for the entire year. They're stepping up and coming up with some great plays.
Yeah, really, the only long pass play was a fluky thing where Sir came up gimpy and the receiver was out of bounds. I got to get over that.
Yeah, it's done. Let's go.
Punter for Alonso stands back at the 36-yard line. Javarius Pollock for the Canes, ready to return this punt. A little bit of a high snap. He is able to get off a much better punt. Pollock might have a chance for a return at the 20. Pollock trying to get to the outside. He's to the 25, to the 30. Sidesteps a man to the 35, to the 35.5-yard line. A 15-yard return by Pollock, and you can see what an electrifying punt returner he is. And there you go. They put the ball back a yard.
Handles the ball well on a punt, and then he changes directions quickly, but he picked up a good block going out of there and managed to turn what could have been a great punt and really no return at all on it to a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, good starting spot for the Canes at the 35. It was really a yard past that, but they moved it back to the 35. Booker and Napoleon Harris in the backfield. Harris, a 5'6" sophomore. He already has one touchdown on the night. Booker out of the fullback position across the 40 to the 47-yard line, a 6-yard, perhaps 7. Wait and see where they spot it. Yeah, we'll call it 6. Booker, good old-fashioned fullback dive, reminiscent of Chris Bilkey.
I used to love those days.
And Rod Frazier. Boy, did Manatee come out in the eye back then and smash the football down people's throats. Last few seconds of the first quarter, that's it. Canes lead 21-6. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant. A surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come, experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
21-6, Eddie Mulock. Where's your headset? Stick it on there. Give me your quick impression of the first quarter, Eddie. There we go.
Well,
what do you think, first quarter?
I was impressed. Again, defense, I was impressed with the defense for sure. And we moved the ball. We got the ball turnover. We've been aggressive, very aggressive up front.
Running to the football on defense, and long as you got Keyon Fordham And Booker, so many weapons on
And
offense.
see, Booker will open up Fordham, in my opinion. So look for Fordham to make a long run.
All right, we have first down and 10 for the Hurricanes, as that is Booker fighting for the first down. Actually, I'm sorry, that was second down and 3, and Booker got about 2, so it'll be third down and short. Well, now they're going to say it's a first down. Okay, yeah, because we started at the 35 and they put it down at the 45. The chains were wrong on the far side. So it's a first down and 10 thanks to Josh Booker, back-to-back runs. Just underway in the second quarter. Canes lead 21-6. It is Josh Booker and Jackson, and a little inside run to the 50-yard line goes Josh Booker. That's pick up of 4. Booker running very, very tough those last 3 runs, and boy, that's what you like to see from Josh. 215 pounds. Boy, it's about time for Keyon to break one, too. Keyon will give off to Iron Jackson. Jackson for the first down and more, close to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 41. That's a 10-yard pickup by Iron Jackson, better known as Iron Jackson. He goes by either. So it is a first down and 10 for the Canes. Again, Manatee leads 21-6 with 10:45 to go in the first half. Canes stick with 2 backs. Fordham out of the gun. And it is Iron running to the right, to the 35, to the 30, still on his feet as he has run out of bounds on the far sideline inside the 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark him, close to the 20. Jackson, hard to believe he's a freshman, 22-yard gain. And they'll put it down at the 21-yard line. 21-yard line, Canes with another first down. Well, they like this formation. Really a little bit of an offset eye out of the shotgun. And it's I run getting a couple of yards inside the 20, so we are in the red zone to the 18. It'll be second down and 8. What do you think of this formation, Danny?
I like the formation. You're telling your offensive line, listen, we'll fire off the ball, let's push them back. Do this with a little bit of authority. The coach has been wanting to get a little bit more physical, and that's what they're doing right here.
Well, and you have Booker out there blocking or running, as he is lined up right beside Keyon. And now Napoleon Harris checks into the game. Keyon rolling to his right, will throw down into the end zone, and it is caught, waiting for, they're going to say he's out of bounds, though. It's caught, but the ball player was out of bounds on the far side. Gene, how far out was he?
Probably about the
couple of yards
width of his little foot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That close?
His little toe. He just barely was on the line. He could have somehow kept it, but the ball drifted out. Again, it's. I like to see the plays that we're calling there. It's really opening up things for the future.
Javarius Pollock almost had it. Gene right down there. So it's third down and 8. Harris is in the game at running back, and Harris will get it right up the middle. Harris running tough. He has the first down. Napoleon Harris inside the 10-yard line. Wow, Napoleon running with authority tonight.
Yeah, he needed 8. He got 9 right there, dude.
Yeah, they put it down, what, a 9-yard line? Gene down there right on the spot.
Yeah, right on the 9.
So it'll be first and goal from the 9. Booker, the lone setback as Fordham is under center. Booker gets it right up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's to the 5. Josh is in the end zone for a touchdown. Booker from 9 yards, and the Canes lead 27-6.
I'll tell you what, he got the ball, was hitting the backfield right as he got to the line of scrimmage, just too strong to get. He got out of that, goes to his right, and it was just clear sailing.
Yeah, and if you, I don't know if you're streaming on this game, you're watching it. The offensive line was driving people backwards into the end zone. So,
yeah, you like to see that.
Yeah, that was good to see.
LaFro for the extra point. And it is up and good. Who's holding now? because Sir usually holds. Pick up who that is, Gene.
Number 11.
Oh, Coleman. He's got good hands, no doubt about that. So the Canes move out in front 28-6. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
.55 to go in the first half. Manatee leads 28-6, getting a strong game from Josh Booker, also Napoleon Harris, as Lafro.
We're back to Basil's.
Yeah, Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff with Axel Lafro, and he again kicks it very, very high, all the way down to the 5-yard line. Kickoff man to the 10, to the 15, close to the 20-yard line where he's brought down. Again, good kick coverage by the Canes.
Dave, that last drive was an 8-play, 65-yard drive, finished with a Josh Booker 9-yard touchdown run, point after good. Canes up 28-6.
All scoring recaps brought to you by Brad Meek and Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, you need to visit Buccaneer Pond. Well, they spot the football just across the 20, so the Ravens will drive start at their own 21-yard line. As the quarterback, Harold Cook, a sophomore, 2 receivers to either side. Now receiver goes in motion right to left, inside handoff, and picked up maybe 2 yards to the 22-yard line. Good defense by Green and the interior line of the Hurricanes. Manatee coming off a win last week, 42-7 over Steinbrenner, where we had a running clock, and it appears we're well on our way to maybe another one. Cook takes the snap, and he will pitch back to the ball carrier, but Manatee's right there. What a play, knifing in from the left side is Malcolm Claremont, and this young man is playing one heck of a football game.
Give that a 2-yard loss on that play.
Claremont, 5'11", 155-pound junior. 3rd down and 12. Cook out of the gun. Now he looks over to the side. Manatee with 4 down linemen. Here come the Canes. Quarterback gets it away, and it's incomplete. Threw it over the head of the intended receiver on the far sidelines, but Manatee was right there. Betts was lurking. You know, I like the depth of our defensive backfield. You know, you lose a guy like Sir Williams, and you have players like Malcolm Claremont to step in, and this team is playing very good football tonight.
Should get great field position after this punt.
Now let's see if Polak can get a good return here. The punter stands back at about the 4-yard line. And it's a little bit of a low snap. Punter gets it away, and not a very good punt. It hits at the 45, but takes a nice roll out to the 49-yard line. So Manatee will drive start in Alonso territory as things continue to go the Hurricanes' way. With 7:18 to go in the first half, Manatee leads 28-6. Reminder, we will be back at Buffalo Wild Wings next Wednesday to review this game and take a look at the Palm Harbor game, where we will finally be back at home. Boy, that will be nice. That'll be next Friday, regular time, 7:30, 7 o'clock airtime. Fordham at quarterback with Booker in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Keyon wants to throw, fires it over the middle. Man, that ball should have been caught. That ball should have been caught by Oliver, Michael Oliver. I think he looked surprised.
Yeah, he did.
He zipped that ball in there, Keyon did.
I was going to be if all you do is just a little throw. He catches that ball, he's going to get stopped right there. But it's a 5-yard pickup if he does.
Hurricanes drive starting. They put the ball back at the 50. From the 50-yard line. Keyon under center. Gives off to Booker running to the right. Booker breaks a tackle. Booker to the 45. Booker still on his feet across the 40 to the 35. Finally brought down at about the 31-yard line. Wow, what a run by Josh Booker. He has 19 yards on that gain.
I'll tell you what, where they're going to spot that, he's going to be right on the 30. Give him 20.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Just shy of the 30, but good enough for us here as, again, this field, very difficult to tell where the ball is. Booker, single setback. Fordham is under center. Keyon will give off to Booker. Booker running up the middle, running over a couple of players and getting to the 26-yard line. Boy, he is running physical tonight. A 4-yard gain by Josh Booker. And this is the kind of football that Coach Shakir likes.
Josh Booker now 7 carries, 73 yards. He just checked out after that play, but has been 73 really good. Some of it tough yards. Others he's just finding corners and getting around everybody.
And I'm not saying that we're doing this and just saying, okay, Keyon, you're not going to run as much tonight, but I totally believe that's the case.
I do too.
Because I believe Fordham, if he wanted to, could take it. Harris in the backfield. Fordham drops back, sets up a little screen, incomplete. Boy, that ball was thrown just over the outstretched arms of Harris. He may have been held over there on the far side, but no call. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Canes definitely in 4-down territory. We've got a timeout on the field for a water break with 5:55 to go in the first half. Canes lead 28-6. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helena and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are
back. Welcome everyone listening on AM 930, and if you're in Bradenton, 103.1 FM, and at FM signal all around Central Bradenton. Comes in great. 103.1. Napoleon Harris in the backfield. Fordham takes a snap. Fordham wants to throw, throws it down over the middle, and it is incomplete. Wow, wanted Pollock. But that was a good defensive play at the last second. Knocking that ball down.
And he had good time back there. He had some times the guys tried to get open. They're moving their way there. I think the only thing that you tell guys now, you're down the field, then start to work your way back towards the quarterback a little bit, create some space.
You know, it was Deion Lind who made a nice play breaking on the ball. Fordham threw that ball a long way, again, across his body. We've got a timeout by the Canes. We'll keep it here. 5:47 to go. 28-6 Manatee leads. And Eddie Mulock, this Manatee team really getting ready. You don't want to overlook Palm Harbor because they're pretty good, but everybody already starting to talk about Riverview. And the Rams controlled this game last week against this team, Alonso. They ended up winning by over 40. Manatee, meanwhile, was beating up on Steinbrenner, and it looks like a collision course, doesn't it?
It really does. It is a collision course, but we're mixing it up really well, you know, with the run and the pass tonight. But we've sort of gone away from the run now and trying to throw here the last couple of times. I think we need to go back to the run with Fordham and Booker.
Yeah, you kind of get the feel that if Keyon wants to take off,
he can particularly when he rolls out on those passes, you know. Yeah. He could run it all the way, but he's picking the guy that he thinks is open.
Which I don't mind tonight. I really don't. Because he needs to work on his throwing, and that's what he's doing. All right, we've got a 4th down and 6. Fordham out of the gun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fordham wants to throw. He lofts it down toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Incomplete, so Alonso holds. So Alonso will take over now on offense. Not crazy about that, but
I'm not either. I'd rather work the middle of the field, find somebody dragging across at about you only got to go about 5-6 yards and let your receivers do the work from there.
That play was closer than it may have looked for you guys, but if the ball's thrown a little bit more inside, I think Pollock has a chance to get it. But again, that's the timing patterns that it's hard to practice that because of the energy you have. But I think I like that play.
28-6 Canes lead, 5:40 to go in the first half. Alonso takes over on downs. Drive starting from the 26-yard line, their own 26. Little jet sweep and getting a couple of yards. Ball carrier brought down about the 28-yard line. That was, again, Malcolm Claremont. We have called his name continuously tonight.
That was great pursuit, guys, laterally by our linebackers and our line.
3-yard pickup. Cook out of the gun. Takes the snap again. A jet sweep to the near side. This time, sidestepping a couple of tacklers and getting close to a first down. That's a nice run.
33 Walls on the tackle.
I can see.
Very generous first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains there.
And 10 from the
37-yard line is where the ball is spotted. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ravens with 4:48 to go in the first half. Manatee leads 28-6. Cook out of the gun, takes the snap. Another handoff, but Manatee swarming all over the ball carrier, and that'll be a loss of a yard. Boy, nice defense by Keyon Fordham and crew.
Yeah.
77 on the tackle, 58 on the tackle.
Quentin Rome, a freshman, also in there, Danny, and that young man, 6 foot 240, only a freshman.
Made an impression on me last week. I was very impressed with what he did.
A big kid in there, playing defensive tackle. 2nd down and 11. Clock rolling, 4 minutes to go in the first half. Cook appears to be checking off. Quarterback takes the snap. He looks, fires over the middle, and it is caught for a first down. Well, that was a nice play. He had a lot of time to throw it, and he completed it to the 47-yard line. Now that's where he's standing there in the pocket for way too long. Cook takes the snap, wants to throw again, and it's rifled incomplete at the 45-yard line. Waters was there. That ball was thrown a little behind the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Manatee with a 28-6 lead. Canes will be back at home next week, another district game against Palm Harbor. Cook sends receiver in motion, and he will give it off right up the middle, and that's a nice gain. Short of the first down, though, at the 45-yard line. About 8. It'll be 3rd and 2. A little misdirection play. Lorenzo hit the hole hard, and Manatee's had a little bit of a problem with that play tonight.
Yeah, they've had some success on that one.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Cook with a quick snap. Now he looks over to the side. Wanted to get the play off, but decided against it. Now he'll fire it down over the middle for a first down. So this is a very nice drive, as that ball was caught by Alfonso Diaz for a first down. So this is the best drive of the night for Alonso. And you know what? They get a score here, and they climb right back in this game.
Yep.
Cook wants to throw now. He'll try to run, and he does get positive yards, maybe a half yard to a yard. Madry on the stop. Pump fake, he wanted to go long again. Receiver was covered, and he made a nice play. Got back to the line of scrimmage plus a half yard. From the 40 of Manatee, Cook rolling to the far side, lofts it down, and it is caught on the far sideline. Short of the first down, it'll be 3rd and 2. That was Kyle Carina who caught it. Well, we're going to call it 3 yards. 3rd and a long 3 is the spot. Not a very good one as far as Alonso goes. 3rd and 3. Cook out of the gun. Cook again just getting rid of the ball in a hurry and delivering a strike. So now they're just running short routes, and Cook is delivering the ball on time, and they're marching right down the field. 1st and 10. Canes probably getting a little tired, and that's a pretty good timeout by Manatee. So the Canes lead 28-6, 1:45 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
LaPensie Plumbing, Pools, and Air has proudly been serving Manatee and Sarasota counties since 1985. Our customer-first approach to the industry allows us to cover a wider range of services to fit your exact needs. From plugged-up sinks and broken gas pipes to leaky pools, we are your trusted full-service provider. LaPensie Plumbing, Pools, and Air, a reputation built on trust.
It's 28-6. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have all the halftime highlights of this game on the Shake Pit Halftime Report. Canes lead 28-6. $1:45 to go in the first half. But Alonso is driving the football. Danny, very impressive drive by the Ravens.
Yeah, they're just taking what Manatee's defense is giving them right now. They're letting it go underneath. Manatee's giving them a little bit of a cushion. They just kind of throwing it. They're throwing and catching the ball extremely well right now and making positive yards, picking up first downs.
1st and 10 from the Manatee 28. Ravens driving left to right. Cook out of the gun. Cook will run the ball, and he runs it for a couple of yards before he's dropped. Not real fleet of foot, but enough to pick up a couple of yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. Boy, this is where Manatee's defense needs to tighten up a little bit. Cook takes the snap. Here come the Canes. Cook will unload it down toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Good coverage on the far side by Manatee. Gene, who was that down there?
That was number 5, Mike.
Mike Collins on the coverage. Boy, hard to pick up these numbers on both teams tonight.
Right. If he would have been a receiver used to doing that, he could have ran right through the ball.
Yeah.
But he was trying to, I think he was trying to catch it, not realizing that he could go in the end zone, and we'd have taken it right there as a touchback.
3rd and long for Alonso. 3rd and 9. Inside handoff and spinning for the first down. Boy, that play call was genius. As Manatee looking for a pass, they run it and they get a first down on 3rd and long. That's a killer there. Now the ball is inside the 20 at the 17. Quick strike offense. Ball is thrown down near the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Wow. That looked like Karina, who went way up and snagged it. What a catch.
Got pretty good coverage right there. He just got up over him.
Yeah,
Beautiful throw, too.
Yeah, but he pushed off. He really pushed our defensive back. It's got to be a little stronger. So when you put your hands on him on the back like that and push off, it's going to be there. We got the video of it. We can see it later.
Yeah, but they just rarely call offensive pass interference, and you might as well give it a shot, and it worked. So they cut it now down to 28-12. Let's see if they kick the extra point or go for 2. They're going to kick the extra point here with just 46 seconds to go. Manatee does get the ball in the second half as the extra point. Man, that is a bad kick. No good. That's not a good kick at all. 28-12. That gives you some inclination as to why they went for 2 early. So 28-12. The Canes will have 46 seconds. Eddie, defense needs to tighten up a little.
Yeah, they looked like they were a little tired, if you want the truth out there. They were a little bit slower and not quite as aggressive. They were just looked tired as that they drove down the field. It's hot.
It is hot. And now the Canes with a 28-12 lead with 46 seconds. What do you do here? You get the ball in the second half. You still have some time, though. I'd like to see him try a little 2-minute offense here. Why not? You need to practice it.
The good news is the offense got a long rest there because that was a pretty long drive.
Everybody, of course, talking about when Gerber will return for the Hurricanes. Brett Gerber.
He had skill and more depth.
Yeah, he's a very, very talented defensive player. Can play defensive end or linebacker. Should be back in next week or two. All right, here's the kick. That is a short kick. It's taken at about the 15 to the 20, the 25 to the 30 to the 35. We'll see where it is marked out. That was Cedric Waters.
Waters on the return, tackle made by number 7.
So the Canes will have a shot here.
Number 4. And number 4.
It'll be at about the 40-yard line, we think, 42.
It'll be first and 10.
First down and 10 for the Hurricanes. Good field position, 37 seconds. Problem is, we have any timeouts left, Danny?
Nope.
No timeouts. But Alonso has a timeout, so they take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. You know, this weekend, it's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Maybe a little rain on Saturday, but head out to one of the 3 best waterfront restaurants you'll ever see. Beach House, Mar Vista, Sandbar. Take your choice. All beautiful scenery and great food. You got the beach, the Gulf at the Beach House and Sandbar, and then you got the beautiful Sarasota Bay down at Mar Vista. This weekend, Mar Vista, Beach House, Sandbar. Got a score from Venice, Braden River. They're all tied 14-14.
It was just 14-7 a few minutes ago, so Braden River just tied it back up.
Should be in the second quarter.
Yes, Palmetto leading in the second quarter of Sarasota 14-0, and Riverview was leading 14-0 as well.
No surprises there.
Nope.
All right, here the Canes lead 28. Fordham will roll to the near side, and he lofts it downfield, and it is picked off. Picked off at the 35-yard line. He wanted Pollock, but that ball was picked. And, well, wait a minute. They're going to say it hit the ground? They're going to say it hit the ground. So no pick. Well, there's a break.
Yeah, that's another break on turnover.
Yeah, there's another break. So no interception. Keyon Fordham, who coming into tonight's game had thrown for 250 yards and run for 162, most of that last week.
That's a tough throw. He's rolling left. That's a hard way to go.
I formation with 29 seconds to go. Fordham is under center, and it's an inside handoff, and dancing around for a good run is Josh Booker. Booker from the fullback position gets across midfield and gets down close to the 40-yard line. They're going to put it down right at the 40 for an 18-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily, and now it starts again. Fordham is under center, and again, Booker will get it, but they read him perfectly and knock him down. That could be the final play of the first half. Canes will head to the locker room with a 28-12 lead. That'll do it for the first half.
And we get the ball to start the second half.
Yes.
Not a bad deal.
And Gene will catch up with Coach Shakir.
Yeah, he's having a little team meeting before they go into the locker room, so we'll give him just a second.
I'd say he's probably has mixed feelings about tonight's game.
I think they're trying a lot of things offensively to see, and really it seems like there's a concentrated effort for Keyon to throw the ball. Whereas a couple times he could have taken it and probably made those moves, but in the long haul, we're going to be a better team if he can pass the ball
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're kind of giving up something tonight to work on things.
Yeah, he's only completed 3 of 11 for 27 yards. We've also rushed for 197 so far.
All right, here's Gene with Coach Shakir.
All right, he's still trying to get figured out where they're going to go. Coach, offensively, it looks like we were trying a few things, kind of going out, really trying to get Keyon to throw the ball, and maybe get a little more effort. But it's been a few times we knew he could have run, but he did try to throw. And defensively, it seems like you're a little frustrated.
Very frustrated right now. People are halfway giving effort. People want to do what they want to do. We just not locked in right now, and it's 100% the coach's responsibility. We got to get them to play.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right. A little different than last week. Coach not happy at all.
No, 28-12, you know, and I like that. Hey, you know, you're asking for perfection. You want things to be a certain way. You guys aren't going to give it. Hey, you know what? I got to figure out a way between myself and my coaches to make sure that you can produce it.
All right. Manatee leads 28-12 at halftime. We'll be back with the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our Lex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
This may look like an ordinary tomato to you. It's our Gamble Creek Farm tomato. It's the symbol of our commitment to provide you the freshest and locally sourced ingredients from our farm to your table. Like at the Beach House Restaurant, new from the ground up, with a great contemporary look and an incredibly relaxed atmosphere. It's as beautiful as an island sunset. This is the new Beach House. I'm Ed Childs, and your table is waiting.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars. We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong. We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
Your 2017 Marching Ravens Band. The director of the band is Ms. Melanie Dubay. The dance coach is Ms. Rebecca Webb. Dance instructor, Ms. Kathy Garcia. And the percussion instructor, Mr. William Brown. Your 2017 drum majors are Patrick Bowman, Katie Morello, and Ashley Laudermill. This December, the band plans to travel to Hawaii and perform on the deck of USS Missouri at Pearl Harbor. The band would like to thank the administration, band boosters, and the Alonso community for your continued support. Go Ravens! May I have your attention, please? Nolan Snyder. Nolan Snyder, please report to the press box. I have something that belongs to you. Yes, it is. Ravens rush to Zaxby's after the game and mention Alonso. A portion of the sales is donated to our school. Florida Medical Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is dedicated to keeping our community and its athletes healthy and active. Our doctors specialize in sports-related injuries, broken bones, joint replacement, and much more. For more information, call at 813-979-0440 or visit our website, www.floridamedicalclinic.com. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletics Association and its former sponsors remind you that to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, there was a cell phone found in the women's restroom. If you are missing your cell phone, come up to the press box, describe it, and we will give it to you. Hey, Raven fans, let's give a shout out to our official team physician, Dr. Brian Moran, and our athletic trainer, Chris Santos, from the USF Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. They are on the sidelines working together to help keep our players active. What makes a smart team safe? Visit smart.health.usf.edu. Learn more. Okay, Raven fans, the Ravens will be kicking off to start the second half.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Kick, and Manatee is right there to recover it at the 45-yard line. That wasn't a bad looking onside kick, and we're going to pick up who grabbed that ball. Gene, as he's coming off, who was it?
I think it was 34.
I thought it was 52, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 52.
52.
Yeah, Nathan Hicks, it looked like.
Good hands.
Yeah, great hands. All right, Manatee, great field position. Drive starting from the 45, their own 45. Booker and Harris in the backfield. Harris gets it on a quick hitter, and that's right up the middle for a nice gain, possibly a first down. 9, maybe 10. He'll be just short of the first down as Napoleon gets 9. He's quick. No question about it. He is quick. Second down and 1. The Canes are in Alonso territory as we open up the third quarter as Booker gets it running in the open field to the 30. Booker to the 20. Booker to the 10. To the 5. It's a touchdown. Josh Booker right up the middle, 46 yards.
Wham, bam, into the end zone right there. He fought off one guy, and it was off to the races.
Like we said, get back to that running game.
34-12, Canes on a 2-play drive, Danny Carter.
A quick one.
Wow. And, you know, you get to know a new head coach, right? All sorts of things that we don't know about Coach Shakir. We wonder about, what kind of a how does he get his team fired up? Well, I think we got a little bit of an understanding now because we didn't go to the locker room, but you could tell he wasn't happy. And I think he may have lit a fire under the Manatee players because they came out and just looked like a possessed team on just 2 plays and got the touchdown. So now let's see how the defense looks.
Better be possessed.
Yeah, 2-play, 55-yard, 46-yard touchdown run by Josh Booker, point after good, 35-12 Hurricanes.
Danny, Booker now well over 100 yards,
10
right?
carries, 137 yards on the night, 2 touchdowns.
And all of our game stats brought to you by CS&L CPA's numbers you can count out. And all of our scoring recaps brought to you by the Meekster, Brad Meek, and Buccaneer Pond. It doesn't matter if you're buying or selling, Buccaneer Pond's the place to be. All right, Axel Lafro now on the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Again, 35-12, 11:18 to go in the third quarter as Booker just scored on a long touchdown run. Lafro kicks it and kicks it deep. It's taken at the 6. Right up the field to the 10, trying to get to the outside, breaking a tackle across the 20. And again, a decent return across the 30-yard line as the Canes had a shot. Brandon Dossie on the stop, but very interested to see how this defense comes out now as we saw some nice drives by Alonso in the second quarter, and that wasn't something that made Coach Shakir happy.
Now I'd like to see Chauncey Green dial it up a little bit right here.
Got to put pressure on this young man. Harold Cook, drive starting from the 33 as Alonso, driving right to left. Cook out of the gun, and he gives it to the running back, trying to get to the outside, and he slips and falls. We had a missed tackle in the backfield, and that was Chauncey Green. Just as Danny called on Chauncey, almost made the big play, but the running back was able to get away from him, and then a sprinkler popped up.
Yeah, we've had those in the past.
Tripped him up.
Got him by the shoestring, didn't
Yeah.
That was Chauncey's first play of the night.
Second down and 9. Cook wants to throw. It's a quick hitter. It's complete. Receiver trying to fight for a first down, well short across the 40 to the 41. Chauncey Green on the stop. And that's something Manatee is going to have to, again, I keep using the phrase tighten up, because what they're doing, they're getting the ball, and in just a split second, the quarterback is getting rid of it. And the quarterback looks good. He looks good for a sophomore.
He is. He's throwing the ball on target. They're making the receptions. They just turn and run.
Big third down the hard way. Quarterback takes the snap, and it's a little misdirection. Again, Manatee does not read it well, and it's a first down to the 45 to the 46-yard line. And this hurry-up offense has bothered the Canes a little bit.
That's number 77, Rome on the tackle.
Quentin Rome, the freshman, on the stop. Cook wants to throw again, just delivers it right on time, and getting the first down, finally driven out of bounds by Claremont as the receiver. But now, all of a sudden, Alonso is in Manatee territory. This cannot make the defense's coaches happy.
Nope, there went a timeout. That was quick.
Well, you know what? We've got a timeout on the field. I've got a couple thoughts here, but first we'll take a 30-second timeout. Canes lead 35-12. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Canes lead, 9:48 to go in the third quarter. Manatee had a two-play scoring drive on their first possession of the second half, but Alonso has come back and driven the ball into Manatee territory at the Hurricane 43, driving right to left, 1st and 10. My thought is that we're going to see this. We're going to see a lot more of this hurry-up type offense, and what comes to your mind? Venice right away, and they run it with much more perfection than Alonso. No disrespect to Alonso. Venice, one of the top teams in the state. Harold Cook, the quarterback, sophomore, in the gun. And that's a bad snap. Cook a couple of yards back from where he dropped it, but still will be about a 3-yard loss on the play before Chauncey Green smothers him. So that's one way to slow down this offense.
Yeah. American Car Care sack right there. Go to American Car Care, see Zach over there, and have him get your car cleaned up, ask for a detail. Get that taken care of. American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West.
This weekend, 2nd down and 13 out of the gun. They want to throw a little slant. It is caught at the 40, to the 30, to the 25, to the 22-yard line. Wow. That's something that just shouldn't happen. Big first down. They needed 13, and they got that and much more. It'll be 1st and 10 for Alonso. And Manatee, again, was in decent position to make a play. You just got to make it. 1st and 10 at the 22 of the Canes. This is a team, Alonso, that didn't score last week against the Riverview Rams. They were shut out. I think they found themselves a quarterback, though. Mr. Harold Cook sends a receiver in motion, and it is a jet sweep. Manatee all over that. That's a loss on the play. Loss of a couple of yards.
There's a host of guys in there. I believe it was Osborne and Brandon Dawsey.
Brandon Dawsey, our player of the game last week. So it'll be 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. Cook out of the gun, takes the snap. Not much pressure. Now he's running to his right. Here come the Canes now as Cook will run and be sacked after he gets a couple of yards back from where he was almost brought down at the 35. He's able to advance it back up to the 30-yard line. And still, it'll be 3rd and long, Danny. That time, that was a coverage sack.
Yes, it was.
3rd and long for Alonso. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. Canes lead 35-12. Quarterback Cook wants to run that same play. The ball is batted down. They wanted to run that little slant. Kashawn Madry said nothing doing. He knocked it down. And I guess you go for it here. I don't know what else you do. It's 3rd and 19. 4th and 19 now.
Not a good spot to punt, you know.
No.
You don't trade out enough.
4th and 19. The ball on the 30-yard line of the Canes. Cook takes the snap. He's just going to throw it down for the end zone, and it's up, and the Manatee player is going to be called for interference. Holy mackerel. Malcolm Claremont just shoved the receiver.
He had good position on him, too, and then he just made – if all you do is just keep running with him and made an ill-advised contact there. 15, it's going to come up short of the first down, though.
Because they're going to call holding.
If they call holding.
It looked like. Looked like that was the signal. Nope. No, now they're going to say.
Still 4th down.
interference, and the ball will be brought down inside the 20 to the 15, so it'll be 4th down. Much easier 4th down here. 4th and 3. 4th and 3, so Manatee's defense has another chance on 4th and 3. Quarterback Cook in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4th down and 3. Cook takes the snap, wants to throw, lost it down to the end zone, and it is, there's another flag on the play.
That's not a good call.
Another flag on the play. I didn't see that one.
I thought they were both going for the football.
Didn't see that one. Yeah, that was just a jump ball situation, and they're going to call it on Manatee.
It's had to be half the distance to go on a 1st down.
Yeah, that ball was just thrown up for grabs, and that was just a bad call. But what do you want? The ref right by him didn't call it. The ref on the far side came running over. So be it. 1st down and goal. That ball was a jump ball, and pretty good defense by the Canes. We get flagged, though, as it's an inside handoff, fighting for the end zone, and it'll be short, a couple of yards. So this drive stays alive on 2 4th down penalties by Manatee. First it was 4th and 19, then 4th and 3. 2 pass interferences, and now it's 2nd down and goal. Score 35-12, 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun is Cook. Cook, bad snap. It's on the ground, and it's fought for, and I think Alonso falls on it, but, man, that thing is way back on the 20-yard line. They've had a problem with their center snap.
It's a 16-yard loss.
That's just what the doctor ordered there.
Let's see if we can avoid the
pass interference
calls and keep moving them close.
Yeah, we've seen those in the past, but not so much this year so far until tonight. Of course, we haven't played but, 3 games?
Yeah.
Out of the gun, Cook takes the snap. Here come the Canes. Cook will rifle it downfield, almost picked off. It's incomplete. Wow, right through the arms.
The passer right here. Personal foul. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Half the distance to the goal there. That'll put them back to the 10.
You know, it's Thursday night. Don't these officials have regular day jobs? I mean, I do.
I gotta get to work.
I got a regular day job. Yeah, right. Just like they'll call pass interference every time. Yep. We've got our official up here. But
I don't know that I so much agree with that one. He hit him as he released the ball, and
yeah, it's just the ongoing you-know-what of football.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that's all it is.
Watching college football every week.
Yep. But they'll call it, and they do. So we've got timeout on the field. It's a water break. Much-deserved water break. 35-12. We'll keep it here as the Canes lead 35-12. Programming reminder, don't tune in tomorrow night.
No, nobody will be around.
Next Wednesday we'll be back for Hurricane Hotline, and then a week from Friday, Manatee Palm Harbor. Tonight, Palm Harbor playing Riverview, getting beaten badly by the Rams.
So you got roughing the passer. That's automatic first downs. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal. Gene Brown, lots of penalties here.
Yeah, but when you look at it, some of them are questionable. The holding on the other sidelines, I didn't see that, and I didn't see the late hit, so that was blocked.
Or the interference. And it's an inside handoff, trying to get to the outside. Good defense by the Canes, knifing in there, trying to pick up who that was. Again, hard to pick up these numbers.
We got a guy up here with some
binoculars.
He's saying Porter was the guy on the
Justin Porter, outside linebacker. That's what we're going to have to start doing, bringing binoculars. So it'll be 2nd down and goal, loss on the play of a couple of yards. Cook out of the gun. Seems like they've had this ball forever. Cook wants to throw, fires it down for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. That's a beautiful play, a crossing route in the end zone. That ball was well thrown and a great catch. Alonso on the board again, 35-18. 5:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. That was a nice play.
That was a beautiful pass right there, and even a more beautiful catch right there. He reached out. He was outstretched the whole way.
I wonder how good the other quarterback was.
Sure they ain't as good as this one, I wouldn't think.
Because this quarterback looks good. I like the way he throws the ball. Doesn't panic in the pocket. And he has been on the money tonight. And he runs this offense the way it really needs to be run because the ball's not in his hands for very long. We got a break on the field. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
Back Alonso High School, the Manatee Hurricanes lead 35-18. 5:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. They're going for 2 here. Thing to do.
The weird part is they had it out there and they called timeout. They talked this over, so.
Well, this would cut it to a 2-score game. If they kick the extra point, they'd have to get 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. 2 twos.
Right.
So here they just need 1, 2, and a 1. So they will go for 2. As it's a quick snap to the running back. Now back to the receiver who's running to the right, and he is in. That's a beautiful play, 35-20. That's a nice-looking play.
I saw that coming as a direct snap. Then the idea was they were trying to get the quarterback out there. They did that, drug his guy out, and left the corner wide open for him to run through.
Man, that was nice.
Yes.
So they cut it to a 15-point game. This isn't over yet. Hurricanes having a problem slowing down this Alonso offense. Again, this is an offense that did not score last week. Maybe they were just saving it. And look for possibly another onside kick, because you got to have the feeling that they have the feeling that it's going to be difficult to stop Manatee. They need to get their hands on the football, and the only way to do that really is onside kick it.
The percentages of that is so minute, though.
Yep, it is. And especially if you did it last time.
Certainly going to be up here looking for it as they are. We're way up.
So 5:34 to go in the 3rd. Canes lead 35-20, trying to win its 2nd district game of the year. And it's another onside kick, and Manatee needs to get on the ball. It's loose, and I think the Hurricanes may have it. Very, very fortunate, Danny. I don't think we thought it went 10 yards, and it went well over 10 yards, and we just watched the ball, and it was there for anyone's taking.
Well, to be honest with you, the Alonso guy should have got it after the 2nd bounce. It had gone to 10, and he still was looking at it rather than reaching up for it. Unfortunately, it got far enough to Dawson, he put his hand up and just tipped it right back to a Manatee player.
Wow, that was very fortunate.
Yes.
Very fortunate. It's like nobody wanted the ball.
No.
All right, Fordham at quarterback. Canes need another score here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they jump off sides, Alonso. Well, that was fortunate because Keyon didn't like what he was seeing. And all of a sudden, the Alonso player jumped off sides.
I'd like to see, if we're going to throw the ball, I'd like to see us try and work some underneath routes, just a little 5 yards, maybe dragging across the middle of the field. The middle portion of the field's been open. We keep trying to go to the sideline.
1st and 5, line of scrimmage, the 48 of the Canes, driving left to right. Booker in the backfield alongside Fordham, who's in the gun. Fordham will run to the left. Keyon with a straight run, still on his feet, to the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. It's Keyon Fordham with a touchdown to make it 41-20. Brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. And the Hurricanes now back to a 22-point lead. Keyon Fordham has such great acceleration. And we were talking about his time in the 40, and nobody really knows.
It's because he's never really put forth the effort.
Yeah.
He just kind of glides.
I would say he's a legitimate 4.4 guy.
They said he ran the 100 in a 10.6 and
let up.
Backed off.
Yeah,
at the
let
end.
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I think we should call Chris Rainey and let him race in the parking lot.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we could do a fundraiser. Makes a throw, has it teed up. The Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Well, when you got Keyon, that can happen at any time. And he broke a long one. Nice kick, driving the player back to the 2-yard line, to the 5, to the 10. This time Manatee down. Nice coverage by the Canes at the 16-yard line, Danny Carter. That was Brandon Dossie, our player of the game last week.
Best kick of the night right there that he had.
Beautiful kick.
Yes.
Danny, it was high, and it broke the momentum of the runner. He was going back to field the ball.
He's going back. We're gaining ground on him. We kept our lanes coming down the field. It was a good kick coverage as well. Yeah, go back to that play, too. A key on that run. The one thing we didn't mention to that was the actual key block on it was Josh Booker back there. Set the key block to open the hole.
He's a great blocker. He's had a great game tonight, Booker has. All right, let's see if the Cane defense could hold here. Cook out of the gun. He's a confident quarterback right now. Gives off to the running back, and the running back slashes through to the 30 to the 35-yard line. Man, that was Lorenzo, Jonathan Lorenzo. Betts finally brought him down, but, man, you don't want your strong safety making those tackles. It's 15 yards downfield as Cook being pressured this time. And Cook will go down. Cook is sacked for a loss of 3. Nice defense by the Hurricanes. And that was Keyshawn Madre in there, the sophomore.
That'll be the 3rd American Car Care sack of the night. American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West, going to see Zach.
That's what we got to do, put some pressure on Cook. Cook rolls to the near side. Oh, he has a player, and it's complete, but, man, did Waters come close to picking it. Waters was just a half step late getting to it. He did make a nice tackle on the play as it's about a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and long, but Waters, his eyes got big there.
He's been all around the football. He's made some good breaks on balls tonight, been extremely close to picking it.
And we've got a player down on the field cramping. And so we've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here. 4:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. 42-20, the Hurricanes lead. Thursday night football. We're going to have Monday night football in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That'll
Newsom.
That'll be
Newsom
unique.
comes down.
Newsom. Yeah.
October 30th, isn't it?
Yeah. Night before Halloween. Do a little trick-or-treating.
I'll let you handle that.
I want to say hello to some people. Got Courtney and Carol listening up in Gainesville. That would be the Bristow sisters. With Tater. I always have to mention Tater.
Who's Tater? Yeah, I'm going to say a cat.
Yeah, a dog.
A dog,
Yeah,
cat,
dog.
same thing.
You should have seen Tater in the back of Courtney's scooter at the tailgate last year. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Just riding around.
Oh, yeah. Tater goes everywhere. Yeah. Oh, man. Life of a college student.
Yeah, well. Make
And a college dog.
Make sure that dog doesn't jump all there. We might have some mashed taters.
Yeah. All right, just cramping by the Alonso player. 4:05 to go. Now the clock back rolling in the third quarter. Canes lead 42-20. Big third down and 8 here. Cook sends a man in motion left to right. Cook trying to set up a little screen, middle screen. It's complete to the 40, to the 45. Beautiful tackle at the 43 right before he got to the 45-yard line. Boy, that was a nice hit by Cedric Waters. He knocked down the ball carrier, and that will bring up a fourth down. That was Brandon Colston. Wow, they're obviously going to go for it here, Danny.
Oh, yes.
Even though they're in their own territory, they need to get about 3 yards, 4th and 3. Cook out of the gun, takes the snap. Cook wants to throw. He's being harassed. He'll go down at the 35-yard line. Cook is sacked. This Manatee defense, Chauncey Green led the defense. Green, 6 foot, 265, only a junior. And maybe this defense finally said enough's enough.
Well, that's going to go for 2 right there for me, Dave. That's an American Car Care sack number 4 on the night. Go to American Car Care, see Zach, let him get your car all cleaned up for you this weekend and go out and enjoy things. And that might be one of the best plays.
Yeah, I
of the
think
game.
it was one of the best plays, brought to you by Manatee Memorial's Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial Hospital has you covered 24/7. All right, Keyon back to action. Keyon will keep it to the left. Keyon trying to get to the outside. Keyon has some room. Keyon down the far side to the 20, to the 15. He's in the end zone. Keyon Fordham with another run for a touchdown, 36 yards. And it's almost like the coaches said, Keyon, just run the ball, young man.
Lightning in a bottle.
I mean, because we felt in the first half he could do that really anytime he wanted to. And I know we were working on the passing game and such, but the coaches just said enough's enough, and Fordham has just said, okay, I'll take it from here, guys. It's now 48-20. Extra point attempt by LaFro is good. You know, I think it's time we give young man Mr. LaFro some credit, Danny.
Oh, I think so.
Very accurate on his extra points and kicks very high, deep kickoff. Maybe not into the end zone, but gives the defense a chance, or the special teams defense a chance to pin the team before they get to the 20.
That's another quick scoring recap for you. 36-yard touchdown run. Took one play. Actually took less than 8 seconds to get it done as well. One play, 36 yards. Keyon Fordham touchdown run. PAT good. It is 49-20 Hurricanes.
Yeah, and if you're looking for the scoring recap, look no further than Buccaneer Pond.
The Hurricanes in the second half have touched the ball 3 times. They ran 2 plays on the first one, then one play. They've gone for 55 yards, 57 yards, 36 yards.
All right, 49-20. The Canes pulling away here in the third quarter. Still got 3:25 to go in the third. LaFro kicking off, left-footed kicker. Kicks a very, very high kick once again. Not quite as deep, taken at the 11. Straight up the field, but hit hard at about the 20-yard line. And down at the 21, that's where the Alonso offense will drive start. And I think this is a very important drive here, Danny, because Coach Shakir was not happy. And then starting the third quarter, we went out and they drove the ball down for a touchdown. Then all of a sudden the defense tightens up.
Hey, you got to come back and repeat it again.
Yes.
I know there's some hands on some hips here and there. I mean, we're back on the field in a hurry, but you know what? This could happen to you all year long. So
yes. But we have been able to get pressure on Cook all of a sudden, and that's huge. All right, Canes back on defense. Cook out of the gun. 3 receivers to the right, and Cook will just give off. No, he won't. Now he will tip it, and it's up in the air, and it is picked off. I believe the ball was tipped up, and picked off by the Hurricanes. Wow, what a play.
Brandon Dawsey.
Dawsey gets the pick right over by Gene. Who tipped it up, Gene?
I couldn't see it because it was in the line, but that was a bad play by them. And we got 27 is hurt a little bit for us, but he's walking it off.
It's Frank.
If Wader's got, I think he just got like a shin hit. But no, that was a great play. The quarterback shouldn't have made the play, but he's trying to make something happen. And it's all coming down to the defensive line now is putting pressure on him.
Yes. From the 21-yard line, Canes driving left to right from the Alonso 21. Fordham takes the snap, and Fordham will give off to Pollock on a little jet sweep. Pollock reverses, does a little good move down to about the 15-yard line. Boy, he just spun around and picked up 5. Javarius Pollock. So dangerous on that jet sweep.
It's an important drive right here. We score right here, we get the running clock.
Well, you don't think I know that?
Yeah, I knew you were counting it down. Somebody's ready to get on the road.
Well, I just think it's, good that Manatee has come out here and taken control of this game because the coaches were none too happy at halftime.
No.
Josh Booker now in the backfield alongside Keyon Fordham. Fordham will keep it right up the middle. Keyon dancing to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Keyon Fordham. What a move he put on at the 10-yard line.
Boy, that is 3 consecutive carries for touchdowns he's had.
I'm telling you, they finally just said, Keyon, take it over. They tried a lot of different things. 55-20. Fordham was our offensive player of the game. And, it's funny because, we talked him up, and I'm sure a lot of people here were probably saying in the first half, he looks pretty good. But, again, he was pulling up on his runs. We were trying to do some things, and the coaches have let him loose here in the second half, and it's just been phenomenal. It's like what we saw last week, Danny. It's just a mismatch.
He is our Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Period. I mean, the guy, when he gets the throwing part of it down, he is going to be the spitting image of him, and there are going to be schools just crowding Manatee High School like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. And he's a nice young man. He's going to have to continue to improve in the classroom, and he knows that. But he's such a nice young man. Such a nice young man. And the vision he has on the field with his cutting ability and his speed, I don't know. I mean, we've seen a lot of great Manatee players, and this is just one of many. But he's right up there, right up there.
Well, the Hurricanes now have 343 yards in total offense, 272 on the ground. Keyon Fordham, 7 carries, 135. Josh Booker, 10 carries, 137.
What an attack in the backfield as LaFro, he's probably getting tired of kicking off. The Basil's kickoff goes to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Nice coverage by Manatee again as the Alonso Ravens get just over the 20-yard line. Eric Washington, his second nice play of the evening. We've got a running clock here. We didn't know if we'd have this tonight, but Keyon Fordham took care of that. It's funny. It was about the same time as last week, wasn't it, Danny?
Yes, it was. Yep. Fourth quarter just flew.
56-20. How many did we score in Alabama last week? Or last year when we lost? 56? Yeah.
But we gave up 7.
Yeah. And that's it for the third quarter. Canes lead 56-20. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters.
We're teammates.
We're hype men.
We make each other strong.
We're kids for now.
But we're all-stars for life.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? one made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
Raven's ball at the 25-yard line will be first down.
It's 20. Kane's out in front, and Alonso has the ball. Good defense by Manatee, stuffing the running back. And Justin Lattimore on the stop of Jonathan Lorenzo. We've got a running clock here, 56-20, Kane's lead. Manatee showing some explosiveness. Well, Keyon Fordham showing explosiveness. As Cook wants to throw, fires out incomplete. The defense is really flying around, though, Danny. And that's something that Coach Shakir is going to be happy about.
Yeah, you said it earlier. He kind of lit a fire under him, and he lit a fire under Gene first, and then he went down there and finished it off.
I know, I was scared. I looked at him when he started talking. I'm like, what do I ask? Didn't know what to say.
Big Keyon Hawthorne in the game. 350 pounds.
Give or take.
6'1". Third down and 11. And we got a timeout by the Hurricanes.
We're subbing a lot of guys in. I think they're getting a little confused.
We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Back at Alonso High School, where the Hurricanes have poured it on in the third quarter. Now we're into the fourth quarter. It's 56-20. It was the Keyon Fordham Josh Booker show in the third quarter. Now it's a third down and 11 for Alonso from their own 23-yard line. Cook with the snap. Looks, fires over the middle. It's almost picked. Wow. Not being able to hold on to it, though. Who was that?
43.
42.
42. There he is.
That was Hakeem Harris. Harris, good-looking linebacker.
Hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
That's why he's a linebacker, not a receiver.
So it'll be fourth down, and they'll punt the football.
Cedric going back there.
Yeah, Pollock.
I don't think they're buying the fact that they're going to punt it, but he's going back anyway.
Pollock usually returns punts, but Cedric Waters will be out there. Punter back at about the 10. It's fourth down and 11. High snap, and it sails back to about the 5. The punter downs the ball at about the 1-yard line, and that's not really what you want to do. You want to try to get in the end zone and down it for a safety. But I'm sure he was just trying to do whatever to get the ball back.
Well, it helps us statistically, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel bad for the young man. That was a very high snap, and he may have thought he was in the end zone, maybe, too.
You got Ryan O'Neal, I believe, is coming in the game here.
Ryan O'Neal in at quarterback. O'Neal, let's see if he goes under center. He does. Offset eye. O'Neal will take the snap and gives off on the left side. And short of the first down, or the touchdown rather, is Trayvon Joseph. Joseph in there. And that is maybe a loss of a play, loss of a yard on the play. So we'll call it second and goal from the 2?
Yep.
Maybe the 3?
Maybe 3.
We'll call it the 3. Second and goal from the 3. Ryan O'Neal, the quarterback. He goes back into the gun now. O'Neal takes the snap, and it's an inside handoff, fighting for the end zone, and it'll be just short of the end zone. It'll be third down and goal from the 1.
It's about the 1 foot line.
Same guy, same carrier.
Same play. Do it
Joseph
again.
on the carry. Third down now and goal. O'Neal is under center. We might see him sneak it here. O'Neal will quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Ryan O'Neal with the touchdown. Good for that young man. And that makes it 62-20. 62-20. Ryan O'Neal, the transfer from Bayshore. I love seeing that young man, Gene, get in the end zone.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously he had a shot to do something early on, and just the way the weather was in Palmetto, didn't really get to finish. But, you know,
hey,
we've got the right player, and you're going to need him at times, and,
yep,
you know, the right things are happening for us, but hopefully he'll get some shot at something.
Extra point now by Julian Rodriguez, who was our punter earlier on. And a legal procedure that'll push it back 5, so Rodriguez now will have a little more than a chip shot.
Run another minute off the clock.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. The clock doesn't stop, so we could wind this thing all the way down on this extra point.
Number 62, William Rodriguez in to attempt the extra point.
This will be a 25-yard extra point attempt by Rodriguez. Wes Coleman, the holder. Snap is good. Nice kick by Rodriguez.
No good.
Oh, man, look good from up here. But as I said, nice kick. It sailed.
Went a long way.
I don't know. Yeah, it sailed one way or the other. I don't know. What the heck? Yeah. Okay.
62-20.
42-point lead. As we will take a quick 30. Canes lead 62-20. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
All right. Students, one more time.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
All right. Rodriguez will kick off the Basil's chicken and ribs kickoff.
That's something I've said for a long time should happen. You score a touchdown, it should stop.
Yeah.
No, because it's a water break. They stopped it for a water break.
Gene, where was that kick? Off to the right?
Left.
Left?
Wide
Boy.
left.
He had a lot of leg on it.
Yeah. I thought it was, from my angle, it looked good, but then it went to the left.
What did you think last week, guys? We're all Gator fans here. That's kind of weird, too, you know, that the whole broadcast crew.
I was yelling at
Gator
the TV
fans.
again.
I thought when it left his leg, it might be good, man.
It was online.
I was panicking.
On TV, from the shot they were showing in the back, I said, oh, crap.
Yeah, because it's coming right at you.
Right at you, and then it just fell short.
I think he needed another, 6-7 yards?
Yeah, but when you're looking at it from behind, it's coming right at you, and it was good between the goalposts. It just fell short.
Well, enough to make you panic.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I mean, it's over. And then, we couldn't get another
Thank
blow.
goodness for the holding call.
Yes.
Which was a holding call, by the way. As the kickoff is high by Rodriguez all the way down. He's got a pretty good leg down to the 10-yard line. And the return man gets it across the 20, the 25, the 26. And the Canes are going to have a bunch of new players out on defense. Dawsey on the stop on special teams. Boy, he's a menace on special teams.
He's everywhere.
Brandon enjoyed having him and Keyon.
Good
at
young man.
Buffalo Wild
Both
Wings.
of them, yes.
They were nervous, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Boy, he didn't want to go up there in front of everybody. He's like, I got to go up there. I said, yeah, come on.
Hey, come out to Buffalo Wild Wings. We have a great time out there. We'll be out there Wednesday night from 6 to 7. Good wings.
I loved having all the Wildcats there.
That
was fun. Enjoyable. They got to go on there and talk a little bit. That was a good time.
All right, first down and 10. Little inside handoff. Nothing doing. The Canes all over the ball carrier for a loss of 1. We're going to try to. That was Justin Lattimore in there for the Canes. Clock rolling. 4:40 to go in our game. 62-20. Canes lead. Manatee, it looks like, will We'll win. It's second district game unless something really, really, really strange happens here. A little jet sweep. Player reversing his field. He's going the wrong way, and he is pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Doesn't matter because the clock will continue to roll, and he lost a lot of yards on that play. Boy, what about the pursuit, Danny, since that first touchdown in the second half?
They have been all over it.
Somebody lit a fire under this defense, and I think I know who it was.
Well, I'm sure we know who it is. I think it wasn't even just the defense. I think he did it with the coaches as well. He was emphatic at halftime.
But he got over there in a hurry. He had a couple comments for Gene as quarterback pump fakes. He's in the pocket, and he'll go down back inside the 10, the 9-yard line on the sack. Justin Lattimore. Well, we've got a lot of sacks all of a sudden.
Another American Car Care sack, number 5 on the night.
Canes are going to get it back. 3:25 to go in our game, and Alonso will have to punt. You know, give the Alonso team some credit. They fought Manatee pretty hard in the first half into the third quarter. I think they found themselves a quarterback, and they'll win a game or two in the district, I think.
They can play a little bit. They're just a little bit on the small
They're
side.
young.
They got to get bigger. Yep. Future
Punt
looks good.
Out of the end zone there, and it will hit and take a nice roll. Waters lets it roll right by him and go out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Well, they definitely have a quarterback now, a sophomore, and he played well tonight. They got some good receivers. Canes don't have a ton of backup offensive linemen, so I'm not sure.
A lot of them still look the same.
Yeah, the roster just is not real deep this year.
No.
We're going to get it deeper, but it's going to take a year or so. Got a lot of freshmen and sophomore that really should be playing JV right now.
It's good experience, though.
Ryan O'Neal at quarterback out of the gun. O'Neal takes the snap, and it's a handoff, breaking a tackle, and getting outside. Great run to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. It's a touchdown. What a run by Trayvon Joseph. Wow. Joseph from 47 yards. And you know, if we don't miss that extra point, we're sitting on 70.
Yep.
We got 68 now. 68 to 20. Clock continues to roll. 1:20 to go. That was Trayvon Joseph with that great run, Danny. Trayvon says, I need some playing time.
He's fighting for it now, isn't he?
Senior running back. Rodriguez will try the extra point. Wes Coleman holds. He kicks it up, and I'm going to wait this time. It's good. Well, good for Rodriguez. That'll probably be the final play because we're down to 50 seconds. They probably should just line up here.
Hey, one more time for Brad Meek. One play. 47-yard touchdown run, Trayvon Joseph. Point after good, 69-20.
Yep, scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond, Brad, and you got your money's worth on your sponsorship tonight.
That he did.
Him and Basil's chicken and ribs. Well, getting in the car and heading to Gainesville. Gators take on Vandy Saturday. Noon kickoff. That game worries me.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm worried every year we play Vandy.
Also, one last thing, Dave. Manatee Hurricanes tonight, 391 yards on the ground, 27 through the air for a total of 418 yards. Keyon Fordham, 135. Josh Booker, 137.
All right, that's going to do it. Hurricanes 69, Alonso 20. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee Plumbing, Pools, and Air has proudly been serving Manatee and Sarasota counties since 1985. Our customer-first approach to the industry allows us to cover a wider range of services to fit your exact needs. From plugged-up sinks and broken gas pipes to leaky pools, we are your trusted full-service provider. Lepensi Plumbing, Pools, and Air, a reputation built on trust.